Hello, my name is Recky. Welcome back for another reaction. We're going to go back to Wolters' world, and we're going to find out how Americans celebrate Christmas. Carol is a huge fan of Christmas, and we was thinking about maybe doing something American in Christmas. Either maybe cook something together, obviously for you guys. If there's anything we want us to, check out, do a reaction to, it can be music, any type of cooking. There's no limit to it. Use the comment section if there's anything you want us to check out. Of course, it's going to be me and her doing the reactions together for you guys. So let me know. We're going to go back to Wolters' world. We have been visiting him for a couple of times. And this one is actually how you guys celebrate Christmas. I know it's a big difference when it comes to traditions. We celebrate Christmas on the 24th. On Christmas Eve. And I know you guys celebrate on the 25th, Christmas Day. So that's kind of weird. That's probably the biggest difference between us and in Sweden and you guys. But I love Wolters' world. If you want to check out his channel, you can find the link for this video we're going to watch. And of course, the channel link is available in the description. Man, it's already Christmas. Before we watch it, I want you to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. A big thank you to my channel members and my Patreons. Thank you so much for the amazing support. A big shout out to the Supreme Tier donators over by Patreon and, of course, on YouTube channel membership. Personal shout outs to the ultimate supporters, our friend Deja, Walt, Tammy, and Jeff Todd. Thank you so much for the insane support. Now, let's find out cool things. I don't think we need these on. I don't think we need this on. Let's do it that. Let's go.
Merry Christmas, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters' World, and today we're going to talk about Christmas traditions in America. And the thing is, there's a lot of Christmas traditions in America, and they can be different by state, by city, by household. And what I want to do is give you a lot of different things that you might see around the U.S., or different ways people celebrate Christmas around the U.S., or how they get in the Christmas spirit. And so I wanted to give you some of those. And one of my favorite ones to do is actually hanging up Christmas lights on our house and then driving around town and seeing other people's houses lit up with Christmas lights.
That is something we do not do in Sweden. There's maybe some kind of a Christmas decorations to a poor bush somewhere in the neighborhood, but that's basically it.
And you'll see people that will sync them up to music, or they'll have themes for it and stuff like that. But you see Christmas lights all around the world. But for some reason in the US, I feel people really go like over the top fun with it. And I know ever since I was a kid, there's at least one night every Christmas season, the whole family piles in the car and we drive around town, and we all knew where the good houses were. We would check that out. And some parks around the US will actually decorate the parks and lights as well, so the whole family can go and enjoy. But that's the first thing that really gets me into the Christmas spirit, is that seeing those Christmas lights come up. Now, there's another Christmas tradition that actually starts in July in the US, and that is stores starting to put Christmas stuff out in July.
What?
Now, you'll see places like Hobby Lobby and things that will put out Christmas decorations really early. Like, I can go get Christmas ornaments at Hallmark in July, okay? So Christmas kind of starts in July. The thing is, though, what you're...
Really? Really? You gotta let me know about this one. Christmas starts in July. For one store?
Really going to see is when all the Christmas stuff really starts coming even before the Halloween decorations are away. So that's another Christmas tradition that people that travel to the US are like, why is there Christmas stuff up again in October or November? Christmas isn't until December. So this is something that you will see. And then it's kind of become a US Christmas tradition to see when is the first Christmas thing coming out. It was July 5th for me this year. Now, another tradition you have is actually decorating the Christmas tree.
Yeah, we do that.
And going out and picking this Christmas tree. Now, a lot of people in the U.S. now
that's the sweetest thing, too. We do that.
have the fake Christmas trees, which is okay. And then some people have live Christmas trees. We actually do both. And every year we go out and find ourselves a beautiful tree. And we, it's a whole like, will the needles come off? And how are things working? And is it tall enough? Or is it too tall? What are we going to do? But it's a whole family experience. And the family tradition of getting into a fight while you're trying to put the tree up on top of the car, and then the family fight of getting the tree from the car into the house. Oh, that's a whole other level of tradition. I mean, we feel that if a couple can go pick out a Christmas tree, get it.
Yeah, we do have artificial trees. And I think it's, for me, it's because I have allergies. There's to one particular tree that I have allergies towards. So we just bought the artificial ones, and of course, it's not the real deal, but it's better than nothing.
To their house and get it set up, the marriage is probably going to last. Okay, so that's another tradition you have. Now, another tradition you might see at the workplace is the Secret Santa. This is when you have a bunch of people that get together and they do a Secret Santa. So you basically draw names out of a hat, right? And let's say I get Jocelyn's name. So I have to get a present for her for our Christmas party at work or our holiday party at work. And we don't say who it's from, we don't say who it is, but we have to get a gift for them, right? And so you're a Secret Santa, and so you gift them that. And you might have that at schools, you might have that at work, you might do it with your friends at a party, and sometimes they can be silly
it happens.
Gifts.
It happens.
Not silly gifts, but the Secret Santa is something you do see. Another fun work thing that we do at my work every year is we actually have a ugly sweater competition where you get the ugliest Christmas sweater you can possibly find, and you go for there. I've had ones that have lit up on me, I have ones that make sound, I have ones that make me look like a big circle Grinch. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, but the ugly Christmas sweater tradition and the competition.
That's actually a good idea, though.
Is another thing that's kind of fun, another fun way people celebrate the season. Now, another tradition you might see is an advent calendar. And if you're in somebody's home and you see a calendar on the wall that only goes from the 1st to the 25th, well, that's an advent calendar. And each one of those doors, each one of those little pockets, maybe has a piece of candy or some treat.
That's a big thing. When I was a kid, that was a huge thing. Every morning I could open up the next we call it thingy, and there was a bit of a chocolate in it. And I love that. And when I got older, my mom still bought me these, and I just ate them all. I love chocolate.
For the kids or the grown-ups in the house, you know, and over the years, it's morphed into different things. You might see it on buildings, you might see it with beer or wine, you might see it with Legos.
Oh yeah.
But the Advent calendar from the 1st December to the 25th, of getting that little surprise, little present, is a nice way to celebrate Christmas a little bit at a time until you get to Christmas Day. Now, another Christmas tradition that you might see, and you'll see it a lot posted online by people with small children, is the elf on the shelf. And what the elf on the shelf is the idea is that Santa sends an elf to the house to make sure the kids are being good.
I don't know, that doll is freaking me out, though. Look at that doll, it's freaking me out.
To Christmas Day. And so the elf sits on the shelf and makes sure they're doing good, you know? And the thing is, the elf changes location every night and moves different things and get into crazy situations. And those are where you're going to see people posting how the elf, maybe they shaved Dad's head, or maybe they, you know, made the room a mess, or maybe they're just sitting out in the toilet, or maybe they're hooking up with Barbie. There's a lot of different things that happen. And the thing is, in the U.S., it's a tradition in terms of people either loving Elf on the Shelf or people hating Elf on the Shelf. But it is a kind of newer tradition you see people doing when you are here in the U.S. So please, let us know down below. Are you pro Elf on the Shelf? Are you anti-Elf on the Shelf? And we don't do the Elf on the Shelf.
It's a lot of constantly. I'm not sure I would like that too much. Right, let me know if you actually did any kind of Elf on the Shelf. That is nothing we do in Sweden. But again, it's not a bad idea.
It's like, I'm good, man. But everybody has their own kind of things they do. Another recent kind of Christmas tradition that's really flooding the social media is the Christmas pajamas, right? And so what happens is on Christmas Day, the whole family gets a new set of pajamas and they all match. And you'll see people doing those things. I'm actually wearing my Snoopy matching pajamas that we actually got a couple years ago as a family. But the matching Christmas jammies is another Christmas tradition you do see in the US. And yes, as many teenagers would say, it's totally cringe, but it's totally a thing that we do. Now, another thing that's
I could do that.
Important for us that are waiting for Santa Claus to come, another tradition you see here in the US is actually people will hang stockings on the fireplace for Santa to come during the night and put the gifts and the treats in the stockings. You know, you have that. Also, we do leave out cookies and milk for Santa. If you want to be nice, you can leave some carrots for the reindeer as well, which is...
That's the stockings. I have been to one of my friend's family uh, uh, just before Christmas, and they had stockings. But that's the only time I've seen it. I don't think it's not a Swedish thing. If someone left out milk and cookies, I would probably eat them before Santa.
Also, another nice thing you could do. So maybe Santa's like, you know what? Maybe I can get one extra present out there as he devours the cookies and shares the milk and the carrots with the reindeer. Okay, so you have that. But another Christmas tradition that I love, and in the U.S. you're going to see it on all the TV channels, you see it all around the world, are the Christmas movies and the Christmas specials that people watch every single year. In the U.S., there's a tradition. One of the TV channels actually plays the same movie, A Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out 24 hours straight, back to back. I personally could watch that movie again and again and again and again because I have.
Never heard of it.
Favorite movie out there. Those of you that know the leg lamp, the leg lamp sits in the front of my house, okay?
I didn't see that.
It sits in front of my house all year round. That's how much I love it. But people have Christmas movies they watch together year after year. My mom and I, we watch Holiday Inn, we watch Miracle on 34th Street, and we watch White Christmas. That's like a guaranteed thing we're going to watch. My kids and I always make them watch A Christmas Story over and over again. We actually watched it right there. And also what we do is we'll watch Elf, we'll watch the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, we'll watch the TV specials like Charlie Brown Christmas specials. You have these Christmas traditions, Frosty the Snowman, and going to watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those
oh my God.
In the U.S., those are really traditional things. Like
Christmas tree cakes. That looks delicious.
People are like, when is it going to be on TV? And when like Rudolph wasn't going to be on normal terrestrial TV, the main channels, was going on to cable only, people were really upset. They're like, how can I watch this?
Yeah, same in Sweden.
So just know that Christmas movies and TV specials are a very special thing here in the U.S. Christmas Story all the way for the win. Now, leading up to Christmas, there's some other stuff that people do around the house. One thing you'll see is actually making gingerbread houses. And as it becomes such a tradition, what's nice now is you don't actually have to make your own gingerbread. I mean, you can. I'm sure Jocelyn on her Simply Jocelyn channel has something that can help you make your own gingerbread. But now you actually can build these like pre-formed houses. And so all you have to do is get the walls to stick together, then decorate it. But making gingerbread houses is another really great family tradition you can have.
Yep.
Also,
did that.
Putting together the family Christmas card and sending it out, so it probably arrives after Christmas because you're so behind on it. But actually sending out Christmas cards from the U.S.
I did a lot of white, white gingerbread cookies. You guys are gonna probably just explode in the comment section for this one, but we did, and I see if I can actually do them sometimes. If you heard about it, they look like gingerbread cookies. Normally shaped as there's a female one with a skirt and there's basically a nude dude, and they are a bit, I think it's like this thick, but they're white, so we can color them with edible color. I don't know the name for it when it comes to English. It's been a long time since I did those. I always did those with my grandma when I was a kid.
With pictures of your family on there, not like a traditional open and close card, but just pictures of what we did this year with a little note on there. That's actually a tradition you see here in the U.S. I mean, I love getting them from our friends and fans, saying what their family's been up to this year. So it's kind of a recap to learn what your buddies have been up to this year. Now, one I like to do with Jocelyn is hang the mistletoe. Now, if you hang the mistletoe, you got underneath the doorway or whatever, you got to give it a little kiss.
That's not a thing in Sweden at all.
Yeah. That's a popular one. I know.
That's just a sexual harassment comment right there. We don't use the mistletoe. I think I have heard it like once, but that was just for a fun thing. That's not a thing in Sweden at all.
One that my kids never really got excited for because they were just like, nah, I'm good, bro. Was going to see Santa Claus at the mall. Yes, the mall Santa is part of Americana.
Yeah,
every year.
I get that.
Once Thanksgiving's over, Santa Claus shows up at the mall, and kids go up there, sit on his lap, and tell him what they want for Christmas. My kids are like, "Nah, I can tell from here. Hi, Santa, can you get me a Red Ryder BB gun?" Yeah, my kids keep a little distance from Santa because sometimes you get a little nervous when you get up there with the big man, right? So sometimes it's tough, and so what kids will do in the U.S. is they will write letters to Santa Claus and they will mail them to the North Pole. And kids, if you're scared to sit on Santa's lap, it's okay. Write that letter. Have your mom and dad write that letter with you.
Love
and
that.
Have them send it for you so Santa can get it and get your list, okay?
That is definitely not a thing in Sweden. I never heard about there's a Santa in one of the shopping malls, and I never heard about it.
Now, one of my kids' favorite traditions to do with my mom is actually making and baking Christmas cookies. Okay, so
Definitely.
you make your Christmas cookies, but it's not necessarily just making the cookies part. It's, you know, you have all the different Christmas shapes. Maybe it's Christmas trees, maybe it's candy canes, maybe it's Santa. But you make all these cut out Christmas ornaments, and of course you have to decorate them with icing and all the sprinkles and everything.
Yep.
Make a huge mess in the kitchen. I mean, it's a Christmas tradition. You have to do that when you are here, and that's one of the things. Is I always make sure my kids, my parents, we all can get together before Christmas so they can make Christmas cookies together with my mom, my dad, and more or less me, because I want to do it too. And that's another tradition that's really fun and tasty, by the way. So make sure you get a good, you know, sugar cookie recipe to make really good Christmas cookies.
Sugar cookie.
They're really nice. Now, another tradition that has become more worldwide these days, it started here in the US, are the Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday deals.
Never heard about Cyber Monday deals. Of course, Black Friday sales. There's a huge thing going on in Sweden now. There's a law changing. I'm not going to go into it, but it's all about faking, raising the price for something. Then Black Fridays, they just lower it to the same cost it has been for the last 3 months, you know, and that's going to be illegal in Sweden now. I never heard about Cyber Monday, though.
So Thanksgiving is actually on the Thursday of the last full week of November, and it's always on a Thursday. That Friday is Black Friday, and that's when there's all these crazy deals like, oh, get an 80-inch TV for $20, and people rush out to the stores and they try to get all these deals.
That's not the same thing as it is in Sweden. They are just hoaxing it.
Deals, maybe buy the Christmas stuff at discounts. You see those things out there, and it gets kind of crazy sometimes. And over the last few years, I mean, the internet has become a bigger part of it. So you go out on Friday for, you know, the big box stores and get those Black Friday deals. Then on Saturday, it's Small Business Saturday. So you go out to your small local businesses and do your Christmas shopping there. And then once you've done that, then on Monday, you have Cyber Monday, where you get the Cyber Monday deals. Hey, I'm just trying to help you save money with your Christmas traditions so you can have more fun. But that's another thing you'll see. And I think another shopping tradition are the crazy sales that start on December 26th.
Yeah.
And the people that are mad rush, one, to take back the gifts they didn't like, but also to get the crazy deals on Christmas stuff and other things that are at all the department stores and all the stores that are out there. So the 26th can be a bit nuts. So if you don't have to go shopping on the 26th, it's okay. Like, push it back a bit because it can be a bit crazy, okay? And I think I want to finish off with my personal favorite Wolters family Christmas tradition, and that is leaving up the Christmas tree until Mother's Day.
Wow.
No, not the live one. That would be very dangerous. You leave your live Christmas tree up too long, it's a fire hazard, people.
Christmas to Mother's Day. We don't have the same date for Mother's Day. Father's Day for us was just past Sunday. This is now on November 15th. So on Sunday we had Father's Day.
So be careful. But the thing is,
not the same, I think.
Taking down the Christmas tree can be another strange and fun and frustrating tradition for a lot of people, okay? And so what you'll see is some people, like the 26th of December, you'll see Christmas trees out in front of people's houses getting ready to be taken away. And there's other people who will keep it up until early January. And then there's people like me who I will take down our live tree in early January. Then I have one of our fake trees that are up, and they stay up a little bit longer. I remember it was probably 5 years in a row that I took it down for Mother's Day in May, because that's our Christmas tradition. That's my Christmas tradition that doubles as a Mother's Day gift for Jocelyn. So what are some of your fun family Christmas traditions that you like to celebrate? Whether it's here in the US or anywhere around the world. I mean, in Japan, with eating Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Day, to other places that are out there and their traditions, let us know so we can find new ways to celebrate Christmas and enjoy the Christmas season. So I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a special Merry Christmas to all our patrons on Patreon, and all of our members on YouTube who help make fun Christmas videos like this possible. So I'll say bye and ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, and don't shoot your eye out.
Okay, so I'm gonna say we basically have the same traditions in the States as in do Sweden. But there's, of course, a couple of things. The stockings is not a big thing. We don't have a Christmas mall Santa. Never seen it, never heard about it, so that's probably not. But if there's anything of the list that you have that you do that's not on the list, let me know. Is there anything maybe kind of weird? Maybe something you want to keep hidden. You don't want to talk about it because it feels like a whack thing to do. I want to hear about it. And of course, before I go, like I said in the beginning, me and Carol are planning to do something really cool things here on Christmas. And you guys can help us out on what you want me and Carol to do. Could be cooking something. It could be watching any kind of song, video, maybe even a movie. Probably not a movie. There's going to be a lot of editing for me. I'm a kind of lazy dude. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm Recky. You stay safe.